Okay, as usual, I'm starting on freshly washed hair. I have already applied my leave-in conditioner, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the rods. I'll separate my hair a little bit just so that I can manage it a little easier. It just makes it, a lot easier for you to pull your smaller sections out as you set your rod set. Once I get a section, I'm just going to detangle it. I'd like to do it this way because if I do my whole head at one time, I have a tendency to get a little impatient. So I'm going to go ahead and detangle it thoroughly. I'm going to pull a small section out and tuck the rest of the hair back. And then I'm going to apply my foam. I use Nairobi's Rapid Shine Foaming Lotion. It works best for me. I've tried other ones and I didn't like it as much. It makes it feel really smooth. Once I have applied that, I'll go back over it with the Curls brand Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Jelly. And then I will start with the rod. As you see, I rolled it twice and then twisted it and then rolled it the rest of the way to my scalp. But I will show you this again so that you can kind of see my technique more. Okay, and so I'm going to pull out another section, and this is where I'm going to apply my setting lotion. You want to make sure that the setting lotion gets your hair fully saturated. That way your fingers just, slide through it. The gel that I use is definitely optional. I just use it for a little extra hold. Once you have gotten your product in, you want to go back through it with a Debman brush because this will make sure that your rod set is smooth all the way through. Now, here's how I do my perm rod section. I said I was going to show you guys again. So I put it on and I wrap it about 2 times and then I twist until I get up to the scalp and then I roll it again. You can just do the regular twist all the way up, but I did want to try this because I saw another YouTuber do it, so yeah. The most important thing you want to worry about when setting your hair with a rod set is that your hair is completely smooth. You cannot go through it with the Debman brush too much. You just really want to make sure that your hair is completely smooth, it's completely saturated, so when you do put the perm rod on there, your hair just rolls in there as easily as possible and it's smoothing all the way down. If you're having problems with the twisting method, how I did at the beginning of my hair, I've noticed that placing your finger behind it as you try to twist it will kind of set your perm rod to turn naturally the way you want it to. So I rolled it down, put my finger behind it, and then twisted backwards, and then rolled it back. That seemed to help me a lot with setting the perm rod. It is the next morning, so I am now about to take down my perm rods. I did sit under the dryer for most of the night, but that's because I do my hair while it's completely saturated, so I wanted to make sure that it was dry. I go through it again with my Curl Shine by Taliah Waajid, and I spray it through just to give it a little extra shine. I put jojoba oil on my hands because even as I'm taking the rods down, I'm constantly putting my fingers into my curls. So you definitely want to unravel them the way they naturally unravel, just so you can prevent any frizz as well as messing up the curl as you take the perm rod out. So just kind of take them all out, and then you will have a mini curly fro. Once they are all out, you will want to coat your fingers with jojoba oil again, just so that you can go through and, run your fingers through and separate each curl. I like to turn mine in the opposite direction so that they naturally break apart, and then I just twist my fingers in the direction of the curl, that way that they revert back to their natural pattern. If you want it to be really full, break it up more. If you want the style to last longer, break it up less. As y'all all know, I love big hair, so I did break mine up about 4 to 5 times, but I also didn't want to break it up too much because I do want this style to last throughout the week. So I broke it up until I kind of felt comfortable with the size of it, because you can always go back and fluff it. And while we're on the topic of fluffing, I got my pick and I went back through it with the comb to kind of give it a little bit more body and a little more shape. Like I said, I didn't want to untwist them too much because I didn't want them to lose their curl pattern, because I want them to last for at least 3 to 4 days. So you just go through and just kind of fluff it up, give it the shape that you want. Making sure that you just focus on the roots and not the ends, or else it will mess up your curl. Throw on a little extra spray, and this is the finished look. You can style it however you want. Like I said, it is definitely going to get bigger throughout the week, so I like to start it off kind of small. Thanks for watching, guys.